Oh shit out here. Outside.
You'd be like, but he's a rookie, right?
That's it.
And to me, when you watch him, he passes the eye test. If you don't trust what we're saying, like I spoke to Zach Ertz yesterday on the phone and I spoke to Commanders players yesterday about Jaden Daniels. And Zach Ertz told me we gave him 3 games. He had a 3-game grace period. And after that, it was like, oh no, he's not a rookie. We have not looked at him as a rookie since the beginning of the season. Because you talked about the poise. You talk about how the moment is never too big. And I even asked Zach Ertz, like, of all of the 6 comeback wins that you've had where they've scored, the go-ahead score in the remaining 10 seconds of the fourth quarter overtime, I'm like, what is your favorite? And he's like, I can't even pick. We had the Falcons, we had the Hail Mary, all of that stuff. I think when you look at the poise, when you look at the fact that just his arm, when you look at
for my life, man. I've been going life for the past 2 months.
He is seeing
You
and
just
make
ain't been
everybody
looking
better
for
from
me,
the
fam. You don't
preseason.
fuck with me,
Stephen A.
fam.
from the preseason. Dave
You don't
Quinn was
fuck
saying
with
this
me.
kid, he's just calling
Can
his
you hear
own
me?
audibles because he understands what he's seeing and we trust him to make the right
Can you hear me?
decisions.
I get where y'all coming from, and I respect it. And I'm not trying to throw any shade on Jaden Daniels because there's no shade to throw. The kid is terrific, and I think he's going to be a superstar in this league for years to come. And I don't even mind the fact that y'all are making this selection because he's going against a Detroit Lions team that had 13 dudes on the injured list going into the Vikings game. I get all of that. I think the hostility in Detroit is going to play a role. We'll see how effective he's going to be. I'm not picking the Commanders to win that game. I think the Detroit Lions are going to win that game. But I got to tell you, when we answer the question, about the remaining NFC quarterback I'm most confident in, how am I going to ignore Matthew Stafford? Please tell me how I'm going to do that. This is a Super Bowl champion.
That's a lot.
This is in all likelihood a future Hall of Famer. The brother can throw the football. Oh, by the way, he's got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp and Higbee
Can you hear me, though?
in the lineup. You got Kyron Williams to run the football, okay? And then I'm thinking about his, just his armor, his resume, what he brings to the table. His last 11 starts, he's 9-2. 19 touchdowns, 4 turnovers. Victories over the Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. His postseason career since he arrived in LA, 5-1. 77% completion percentage, 13 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, a 111.8 passer rating. Most passing yards per game in NFL postseason history. Do y'all know he ranks 4th all time? Only Kurt Warner, Dan Fouts, and Drew Brees exceed Matthew Stafford at 296.9 a game. This brother's no joke. And when I think about, yes, Philadelphia should be favored. They're arguably the most talented team remaining since all these injuries Detroit has incurred. But when I think about the Philadelphia Eagles, they could be in some trouble.
I feel like I just added color to my mouth, bro.
Pointed out the offensive line, smash mouth football.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, fam.
LA's gonna have to adjust to that.
I think this girl right here is low-key.
Last time they played, but the Los Angeles Rams, the way that they're rolling, and Matthew Stafford, if the game is close,
the problem is,
his brother can take you out. He's a Super Bowl champion who can fling that damn football.
Absolutely.
I would tell you that's the most confidence. That's where my most confidence.
So, Stephen A., you mentioned Philly quickly, but no one mentioned Jalen Hurts. So, Canty, I want to ask you this. Do you feel like the concerns about Hurts are being overblown?
Yeah, I think they are. And it's not overly complicated what the Eagles formula is. It's just incredibly effective because they have supremely talented players.
I was going to leave you too, but I'm back, though.
When you have the best offensive line in football, when you have the best running back in football, when you have a top 5 receiver, tandem, and Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, you don't have to overcook it if you're Nick Sirianni or Kelly Moore.
She walked past my street.
Down in, down out, game in, game out might not be as
she should
much
be
as
lucky. I
what you're seeing from
exposed
the
her
other
to more
quarterbacks
people.
in the rest of the playoff field.
No
And
one
so
gives a
I think
freak.
people's concerns
Oh,
around
for
Jalen
real.
Hurts are a little overblown just because the team hasn't had to
No
be
one gives a
overly
freak.
reliant on their quarterback in order to have success.
This is a Jamaican sandwich patty.
Oh, no, I want to hear what you have to say, Steve.
Okay, I would tell you, I don't think it's
hot,
overblown.
Y'all make
And
sure
the
y'all
reason I
stop
don't think
me.
it's overblown, guys, is because of A.J. Brown. He's on the sideline reading books. He's trying to keep himself composed and to avoid imploding. We all know now, we say wide receivers are prima donnas and they could be a bit selfish or whatever the case may be. I'm certainly not throwing any shade on A.J. Brown.
Without
He's a
giving me
stud.
my credit.
And when I see him get targeted just 3 times and catch 1 pass for 10 yards, off would sit on the sideline and read a book instead of, do something to disguise what you're really, really feeling to the best of your ability. I think that with a team like the Los Angeles Rams, if you're going to win, you likely will need to run the football. But what if they put you in a position where they force you to pass? What if the Philadelphia Eagles are put in a position where you're forced to throw the football in order to win playoff games? Are we sure we're that confident? I root for Jalen Hurts. I never root against him. I know what I saw 2
y'all
years
make sure
ago
y'all
when he
sub.
took
Who
him to
got
the Super
Twitch,
Bowl.
bro?
I get all of that.
Who got
What
Twitch?
I'm saying
Anyone got
is,
Twitch?
over the last year to two, that's been missing somewhat. Now, it might not be all his fault. Remember, he lost both coordinators and stuff like that. You got Kellen Moore this year.